It is Friday, June 7th, and this morning we've got a joke that turned into a campaign, a little bit of rocket news, a new executive director for Alabama high school athletics, and the passing of a civil rights icon. I'm John Hammontree, filling in once again for Ike Morgan, and we are down in Alabama. It's Friday, so why don't we start with a little bit of silliness? Proving once again that it's hard to be funny on the internet, an April Fool's joke is still being taken a little too seriously by some Birmingham residents. An online petition to turn the once prized Brookwood Village Mall property into an aquarium currently has over 3,700 votes on change.org. The petition was created last month after Birmingham Now published an April Fool's Day prank on their social media pages that said developers would be turning the vacant mall into an aquarium. And apparently a lot of people wanted this joke to become a reality. And, I hate to break it to these folks, but Mountain Brook City Manager Sam Gaston said that city leadership has not had any discussions about turning this property into an aquarium. But keep at it. In other news, Boeing's first crewed Starliner flight soared into orbit Wednesday, and it was carried on a rocket built at Decatur's United Launch Alliance plant. The Atlas V rocket lifted off at 10:52 a.m., carrying NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams from Space Launch Complex 41 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida for an end-to-end test of the Starliner system. NASA reported that the Starliner docked at the International Space Station's Harmony module, and it will remain at the orbital laboratory for about a week. Heading into the new school year, we've got a new head of high school athletics. Oxford High School principal Heath Harmon was named the new executive director of the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Harmon was officially introduced at a news conference Thursday afternoon in Montgomery. He becomes the sixth full-time director of the Alabama High School Athletics Association. And we'll wrap things up with a little bit of sad news out of Birmingham. The Birmingham Civil Rights Institute announced the passing of Myrna Carter Jackson, an activist who was twice arrested during marches in 1963 while protesting Birmingham's racial segregation laws. Jackson died on May 31st. She was 82. Born in Birmingham on July 9, 1941, Mrs. Jackson was a pillar of our community, a tireless advocate for human rights, and a beloved friend and mentor to many, the BCRI said in a joint statement with the NAACP Metro Birmingham branch and the Civil Rights Activist Committee. She became active in marches at age 21, participating in sit-ins and demonstrations organized by the Alabama Christian Movement for Human Rights, which was led by the Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. She also served on the board of the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute from 2010 to 2014, in addition to being an active volunteer who educated groups from all over the world about the civil rights movement. In 2017, she helped organize the official designation of the Birmingham Civil Rights National Monument. The Birmingham Civil Rights Institute will honor Mrs. Myrna Carter Jackson with an exhibit during its Juneteenth celebration on Saturday, June 15th. The memorial display, including original artwork of Mrs. Jackson, will be on view in the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute Rotunda through the end of July. Rest in peace, Mrs. Jackson. And that does it for today's episode of Down in Alabama. I hope you stay cool this weekend. Ike should be back on Monday with the latest news, but until then, you can catch us on the World Wide Web at al.com.